Hello and welcome, my Capricorn friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be my weekly group reading for my Capricorn friends. This is a new initiative that I've brought in for 2020. I've been doing single card of the days for a very long time, and I'm not finding them as helpful as my larger videos and more encompassing videos are. So what I'm going to be doing is pulling out the card of the day videos and replacing them with weekly readings. This gives you a more comprehensive view of what to expect in that week. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to look at the week of January 5th through the 11th on what you can expect for those 7 days, those obstacles you're going to face, of course some helpful coping strategies, and most importantly some blessings that you can embrace throughout the week. Now the decks I've chose for this reading are the Tarot Draconis and the Dragon Oracle. Now like always, there are links below to these dragon-tastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright my Capricorn friends, let's see what the cards have to say. What can my Capricorn friends expect from the week of January 5th through the 11th? We have jumpers. Okay. Something satisfying about it hitting the table like that. Okay. So, the first one was the Orange Dragon. Brings soul, family, and communities together. Those connections that we've kind of lost over the years, the lifetimes, to our soul family and that community. And there is a large community that has been supporting us through many generations and many life cycles. The Orange Dragon is going to help connect you to them. With him, jump the Rose Pink Dragon. Prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. That's that loving, unconditional healing energy. These beautiful dragons talk about that importance of healing some past rifts and also reconnecting in with some beings that are going to be very important for us in the long run. We need to not only repair rifts and challenges and connections with people in our astral family. Let's be honest, Capricorn, there are people on this plane that we still need to do that with as well. These dragons will help you do both. Alright, let's get into this week. What card represents the week of January 5th through the 11th for my Capricorn friends? Oh, the Four of Cups. What a beautiful card. So fours are about stability and foundation. The Cups, about that intuition and emotion. The Four of Cups talks about missing a big aspect of our lives, that important piece, the Holy Grail. The original card has a man with his arms crossed under a tree, looking kind of fed up with the world. And there's one cup floating by this kind of cloudy, wispy hand. And it's that one cup. We've got that one cup here. It's hard to see in this card because they're dark, but we've got 3 cups in the front and then one hidden behind. These 3 cups talk about what we've achieved in life and how we're missing a piece, an aspect. And it's that aspect that these 2 dragons are going to help us work on. Connecting in and reconnecting and solidifying positive, healthy relationships within our physical being and our astral plane. And let's be honest, we're going to have to sever. If we're going to be reconnecting and fortifying those positive relationships, we need to sever some of those lower vibrational, non-serving relationships. We're cleaning house this week in regards to our relationships. Alright, let's move on to look at this week. Already got a jumper. What can my Capricorn friends expect? Another jumper. For the beginning of the week. All right. So the first card, the Six of Swords. Sixes are about harmony and balance. We are going to bring kind of a more harmonious feeling to ourselves as we disconnect those energy-sucking vampires and reconnect that positive, loving energy, those loving, supportive relationships in our lives. With the Six, jump the Five of Wands. I love this card. That splat feeling is sometimes how you feel. The Five of Wands talks about conflicting energies and conflicting emotions and ideals. That conflicting passion, if you will. Most of that conflict isn't going to come from the outside, though. This is going to be an internal piece, an internal battle, if you will. Your ego and your heart are going to really struggle to release some of these energy vampires. We kind of know who a lot of them are. But to release them and sever that connection, that's going to be more of a challenge. And also we're looking at bringing in some past connections that we've kind of let wither. They haven't been bothering us because they're not energy vampires. We don't feel depleted or sucked down by them. However, they're shriveling up and not being as useful. We could really use that energy cycling with them. That supportive, nurturing energy from others can be recycled and cycled through each other to really bring each other up. We're missing that. Our ego is going to play havoc with that, my Capricorn friends, because those people we haven't connected in with in quite some time. And there may be reasons, again, we've got some of this connection and healing that we really need to check in with. The orange dragon has these kind of ropey pieces. Those are the tethers. We tether ourselves to each other. And it's a kind of a psychic, emotional support bond. We don't see them, or we can feel them. The energy vampires suck us dry and we feel horrific. However, there are tethers and bonds that we have to people on this plane and others. Reconnecting in is going to be vital. However, you're going to get a lot of feedback internally and in some cases externally, depending on the people, that you're going to have to kind of overcome and appease. And not surprisingly, the last one to jump out is the 9th card in the Major Arcana, the Hermit. That inner journey is going to be required. We are going to have to really connect in, not only to understanding those passed on loved ones, our ancestral or astral family, also to connect in with some of those people that we have kind of walked away from. In some cases there's situations that brought that on, in other cases it was just time that you guys walked away and moved away from each other. Now it's time that you move back. That reflection in is going to be key. Let's move on to the middle of the week. Woo! Capricorn, you got jumpers. What can my Capricorn friends expect from the middle of the week? I appreciate it when they hit the table rather than the floor. I won't lie. It's going to be a good week for you guys. The first card that jumped out was the Fool. The 0 card in the Major Arcana. And it talks about that enthusiastic, new beginning energy. The middle of the week is going to bring that upon you, should you be able to decipher this direction that the Orange and Rose Dragon needs you to go on. Then, the 4 of Wands. 4s are about that stable foundational number. The 4 of Wands is almost like a rite of passage card. And we're kind of seeing that. We're starting this new journey where we're going to be focusing in on this Holy Grail. And this Holy Grail needs us to have a stronger community. And that's what we're looking at in the Four of Wands. Now we do have double fours. In angel messages, when you see that double four, it's a time to build on your foundations and remember to stay grounded. Those are going to be key pieces as we move forward, as we get things going. The Star, the 17th card in the Major Arcana, our Hopes and Dreams card. It's also about balance and energy flow. All of those are going to be important. Keeping our eye on the prize, that universal connection, that Holy Grail. That's our hope and our dream right now. Now our other hopes and dreams will kind of follow suit as we take from this Holy Grail, as we grasp it and start to sip from it. The Star reminds us of that balance piece and of energy flow. The original card has this beautiful maiden with her foot on the water and her kneeling on the land. It's a very awkward position to replicate. However, it reminds us of the importance to focus in on both that grounded and spiritual world. She's also pouring a fluid onto the land and into the water. Again, we're looking at that energy flow, balancing out our time and energy between our physical and our spiritual planes. And then finally, the Two of Wands. Twos are about duality and choice. This wand is about that passion and fire, that inner flame. The Two of Wands talks about a time of choice. We all have that. It's one of the universal laws. We have free choice. We can choose to totally ignore this and keep going, or we can pick up different aspects of this. This is our choice, and we need to make it. The more it's in line with our soul's deeper purpose and that connection, the more we're going to find that it is meaningful at the end. Also, if the universe keeps bringing this up, eventually the universe will bring on the Tower and you'll have no choice. Right now, we have choice. Let's look at the end of the week. What can my Capricorn friends expect at the end, got a jumper there, of the week? What a fantastic card. The Six of Wands. Like I said before, sixes are about harmony and balance. That wand, it's about that inner fire. You've got quite a few wands there. You're going to find that as you sever connections to those energy vampires, you're going to have more energy to focus in on other pieces. Really igniting and bringing that fire forward. The Six of Wands talks about going forward and really confronting these challenges head on so that you can be victorious and receive that bounty that you're looking for. The original card has a man with a laurel hanging off his wand, and he's riding on his white horse headed towards the king. He has been victorious. The sun is rising and we have that new day to greet. And that's very much what we're going to feel at the end of the week, especially if we're able to get some of this work done and start to connect and disconnect what is and is not working. Let's look at the challenges. Okay, we'll huck my cards around. What is the main obstacle that my Capricorn friends will face for the week of January 5th through the 11th? And that's the Ace of Swords. That knowledge piece. When you think about what you're about to do, it's going to really aggravate your ego. You're really going to feel kind of ridiculous going, yeah, I'm going to sever tethers to people I haven't talked to in a long time because they're sucking my energy dry. When you critically think about that, it kind of sounds crazy. However, when you start to really think about how you've been feeling, what's been happening in your life, things start to make a little bit more sense. The knowledge will be key. However, don't let it distract you. Don't let it mislead you. When you really look down at the basics, yeah, it may sound crazy. However, you're going to be able to feel the difference through physical feeling and emotional sense. That clairsentience is going to be key this week. Oh, something I didn't mention before I get going too far, we do have double sixes. In angel messages, when we're looking at those dual sixes or multiple sixes, it's a time to balance your thoughts between your physical and spiritual worlds. And that, again, we talked about the balance. That balancing act is going to be really important. Back to the obstacle. Don't overthink it. We're not talking about looking at making major changes in your physical life. This is more that emotional and spiritual life. Those are where your changes will occur. You will have physical responses because you are making that change. You will have more energy. You will feel better. All right, let's look at the beginning of the week. What challenge will my Capricorn friends face at the beginning of the week? Okay, got a jumper. And that's the Five of Pentacles. Fives are a conflictual number. We've got the Five of Wands just above it. The Five of Pentacles talks about isolation and feeling alone. When we start to look at taking away individuals in our lives, you can kind of feel a little isolated. You feel alone. However, when you start to look at what it is they're providing for you and what it is you're providing for them, that inequality causes even more isolation. You almost can get into an abusive situation where that one person is taking from you and not giving back. Again, we go back to that balancing act, that need to have those balanced, positive relationships. Relationships, if are balanced, are positive, because when we give and receive, then that relationship becomes a positive situation. When you give, and give, you become depleted. You can't give anymore. You become to a point of burnout. It's that balance that we're looking for. Let's look at the middle of the week. What challenge do my Capricorn friends face in the middle of the week? And that's the Chariot, the 7th card in the Major Arcana. And it talks about that willpower and drive. Your ego is going to continue to run amok. It's going to cause mayhem and chaos. It's not going to like what you're doing because you're changing things. You're questioning things. And how dare you question that safe box your ego has put you in? You're also going to have that instability and unbalancedness because we are looking at making some shifts, some changes. Most of that will occur in the middle part of the week. You're kind of prepping for it at the beginning. We're making those changes, causing some separation, reconnecting in. That's going to happen at the middle, which is going to bring that instability or that unbalanced ungroundedness. We've got the duality of the white dragon and the black dragon. This deck also gives you the male and female charioteer. That balance is going to be very crucial. It's going to be kind of topsy-turvy. when you are feeling that kind of topsy-turvy uncertainty, ground yourself and make sure your energies are flowing properly. Your chakras are in a good order, and that you're not focusing too much on this. It's really easy to take this by, like the bull by its horns, and really wanting to work on this. You're going to have to take baby steps so that you can maintain and sustain these changes. Because the minute you sever ties with somebody, they're going to contact you because they're going to have this inexplicable need to call you, to text you, to connect with you over any social media. That will reinstate that tether and bond. Let's look at the end of the week. What challenge will my Capricorn friends face at the end of the week? It's the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is about that work, that connection in. The original card has a man banging on a cathedral with an abbot or friar and an architect. They're working in tandem to create this amazing cathedral. And it's that connection in and teamwork that makes the job get done. There's going to be disconnects. You're kind of reestablishing your team. We're connecting into past teammates that we forgot about. We need to reinforce this amazing kind of what I call the Triforce Perfecta, where we've got supports in the physical plane, the spiritual and astral planes, those high dimensional beings, working in tandem with you to get the job done. We need to reconnect and really reinforce those positive team players so that we can create a dream team. Right now our dream team is not there. It's non-existent. We have amazing team players, but our team is not a whole yet. Again, we have another pentacle, which means we can feel ungrounded and unstable during this process. If you start to feel lightheaded or scattered, or you find your energies are really running really high and you're almost like in a manic state, you can grab an earth, like a grounding crystal, anything that is black or red. Tiger iron is amazing for this. That's what this is here. You grab hold of that bad boy and it will help to ground you. Put your hands in dirt, that will help. If you live in North America, in the northern part, you may not be able to put your hands in dirt, but most metaphysical shops will have a tiger iron or oxen, jet, anything black or red that will help bring you down. Let's look at some blessings. What blessing can my Capricorn friends embrace at the beginning of the week? I figured she'd come flying in. Kuan Ying's pink dragon. Kuan Yin is an amazing, amazing entity. She is thousands of years old and works with the dragons, especially the pink dragons. She really kind of helps restore and works with karmic balance. We all have a karmic debt because we've, throughout our lifetimes in different passings, we have put out more lower vibrational energy than high. We need to rebalance that. And Kuan Ling's pink dragons can help. They can help heal us from those past scars, and they can help send out and nullify some of this kind of toxic lower vibrational energy that is looming in the distance. All right, on to the middle part of the week. And can you guys see a bit of a pattern here? We've got rose and pink. If you're going into the crystal shop, a rose quartz, very helpful. It's a light pink stone and it helps with self-healing and self-love. All right, on to the middle of the week. What blessing can my Capricorn friends embrace in the middle of the week? And we go for another orange dragon. The source dragon attunes you to the infinite. That connection into the divine is going to be very helpful in the middle of the week, because you're going to get some direction that will help loosen and free you from that isolation piece. You're going to feel more connected in. The orange dragon will also help you with the same thing, because he's going to start to connect you into those past loved ones and to those your cosmic family. So you're going to feel more connected in on that side as well. And finally, the blessing that my Capricorn friends can embrace at the end of the week. Oh, we're blowing the pink and the orange out of the water and going straight for the rainbow. Brings that leap of joy that opens new doors. Very, very much connected in to that Six of Wands and that new step, that next step piece. The rainbow dragon works very much with Archangel Raziel on that next stage, your psychic development, your journey, your soul's deeper journey. So this week, and the source dragon and orange dragon work a lot with Metatron. He does a lot with the orange vibration. The pink, those two would be more of Archangel Shamuel. It's about that love and nurturing of self. Those dragons and archangels are here to help you, especially when things get hard. Let's look at a little bit more information here for you. What additional support and guidance can we give my Capricorn friends to overcoming the challenges brought on in January 5th through the 11th? I love this card. It's the Dancer, the World, the 21st card in the Major Arcana. He just looks so happy. So the World is the last card in the Major Arcana. It's connected into the Fool that you have up there. The Dancer is that ending piece, the pause to celebrate all that you've achieved, and that excitement for that next step. Reflection on all that you've achieved, that pause, and that next step is very much what sums up this entire week. It's the one card that jumped out, and that's going to be an important piece that you can embrace throughout this week, knowing that this is a transition week for you, that next week and the weeks to come are going to bring on that rainbow dragon of joy and love. With it, the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is an action card. We need action in this. If we don't have action, we become stagnant. It's like, yes, I know I need to go water my plants. There's another piece of it to actually getting up, grabbing the watering can, and watering your plants. That's the piece that the Three of Wands brings in. That action stage. It is time to get off our butt and get going on it. Now there are a couple multiples I missed. So we have the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. In the angel messages, when you have multiple threes like that, you're looking at something close to your heart that needs to be expressed. We also have multiple fives. We've got the Five of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. In angel messages, the 5, I know in tarot it says it's a conflict number, but in angel messages, it's a time of positive change. We should be excited for this new adventure. Which really connects into the Three of Wands there. And just to kick us in the butt just a little bit more, we have the Knight of Cups. Another action card. We're looking at that courage and determination of the Knight and that connection into your intuition. We have a lot of flame throughout your reading. Having some earth and water helps to douse and settle the flame so it doesn't become too overwhelming and you don't burn yourself out. That Knight will help connect you into your intuition, help guide you, and give you that strength and determination you need to overcome any obstacles that you're going to face. Let's end off on a blessing. What blessing can my Capricorn friends embrace from the week of January 5th through the 11th? The air dragon helps you rise above the earthly matters. And some of that is what we're going to have to do this week, is step up and out of what is binding us down and holding us back so that we are able to embrace the soul or the source dragon. We are able to get on that rainbow dragon and find that joy and love. Find those connection pieces, strengthen them, solidify them. And in all doing so, we're going to start to raise our vibration. And raising our vibration brings in that abundance and manifestation that we're looking for. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and that you were able to gain some direction and insight into what the week holds for you. If you liked this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. As you can see here, you never really know where I'm going to go next. This is literally the tip of the iceberg. I have so many new and exciting videos planned for my channel. The best way to stay connected is through subscribing to my channel and hitting that little red bell. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Capricorn friends.